Hey guys, it's Brendan Borman, back from their 270 video. Today I'll be playing as AOC in a 4-player, 1-minute timer 270 match against Kanye West, Ronald Reagan, and John Kasich. Of course, John Kasich is a free candidate and doesn't have any bonuses or penalties. Looks like Kanye West does have a boost in his African American. Look for him to either go into New York or Florida. I do want to go New York myself because I have a high town and gown and African-American, Latino, and high-tech bonus. It just makes so much sense to build out of New York in a multiplayer. And I do expect Ronald Reagan to go into those national groups. So it looks like on turn number 1, Reagan did go into big conservative. Looking at AOC, she does have like a 30% youth, which might be beneficial if you want to start off that way. But I did want to prioritize that town and gown. So I'm going 2 pips in Utah, 2 pips in Massachusetts, and up in New York. So I should be able to get town and gown on turn number 3. It looks like that Reagan's going to continue in evangelicals. And oh my gosh, what are you doing, John Kasich? John Kasich is going rogue, guys. He went to the second pip. We wasted $150,000 in cash. So I'm going to delay getting town and gown another turn. But I'm going to go up to the 3rd pip in New York. And it looks like that Kanye West will have the Old South bonus. So hopefully he does go after Florida to get that African American and not New York. Although you can see a pivot to swing states. I'm also going to open up in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire. So the good thing, when I have this town and gown bonus, I'll be able to use the town and gown in New Hampshire, use my money in cash in Michigan and Pennsylvania. And if I'm able to get both of those states, along with Utah, that will be just enough for the high-tech bonus, which I can then use to pressure in states like Virginia and Maryland from Kanye, or maybe even prioritize getting over to California so I can get that big Latino bonus that AOC has. So right now, Ronald Reagan really dictates where this match is going to go, where he's going to go, if he's going to possibly try to get California and Texas. If I were him, I would build out of Texas. But California does have more EVs, but it makes sense for him to maybe get oil, manufacturing, and ag, plus have those national group bonuses. But luckily for us, there is a $100,000 clash in Illinois, so that makes up a little bit of that 150 clash in New York that we had earlier. But man, here comes John Kasich tying us a 3rd pip in New York for absolutely, wouldn't say no reason. He's kind of pot committed now, but he doesn't have any significant money advantage. He has to know that I'm going to defend that. So it just is more of a pain in the butt for me than anything else. Looks like that Reagan does decide to go into Texas. Also Wisconsin, Ohio for manufacturing. Did give him an alternate route in Kentucky if there is a clash, but he also has the chance to get swing if he continues to keep Florida, Ohio, Wisconsin, and goes into any other swing state other than New Hampshire, which we are going to lock New Hampshire because John Kasich is putting pressure in New Hampshire because of course he is. So we do put 1 pip into California just to get there. I did think that Reagan was going to go into California, but I used high-tech money, and so that does force him to defend. Although, looking at my state of affairs here, I don't have to defend in New York this turn. But who knows with this Kasich guy. Oh, goodness. Okay, so turn number 8 is about to expire. Kanye West is locking up a lot of EVs. He has pretty good money in the Old South, and he does pick up African American this turn. So that's going to be quite significant if he's able to pressure me in Michigan. It'll help him lock out Illinois. And so maybe Kanye West is in a better than average position here. I do like Ronald Reagan's positioning, but we'll see what he's able to do. He does defend California. Of course, Kanye is going to defend some of these states. And now there's a big clash in Florida. So going to defend New York against Kasich, which leaves me $916,000 in cash. You know, people might complain about someone saving a bunch of money, but where am I going to spend it? I don't want to waste my money. And if I go into these open states, that might help me survive the first ballot, but it's not going to help me necessarily get another bonus. And I feel pretty secure in surviving that first ballot, especially in this game where John Kasich has like no electors. So that buys me a couple extra turns to get into states as Illinois is secured. So we're on turn number 11. Still no ballot. Kasich can, of course, spend in New York again, so I'll have to defend. And I do have some town and gown money that right now I might just save. Florida would be nice to get into, but I don't want them to quite lock it yet. There goes a big spin by Kanye, and that will net him the swing state bonus. Interesting. Okay, so now that I'm in Texas, this will be great for me to possibly flip and get manufacturing. It may just cause Ronald Reagan to over-defend, and then hopefully if I can ever eliminate Ronald Reagan, I will have access to both California and Texas with all this cash. But I also want to get into some of these swing states like Colorado, New Mexico, and North Carolina. Make Kanye West use his cash now to defend it. That way, if I'm able to possibly defend Pennsylvania, or maybe even more importantly, try to steal Florida. I am going to go ahead just to secure some of these EVs. I'm going to go 2 pips up in all of these white states. We're on turn 13. I'm going to enter into Wisconsin and Ohio of Ronald Reagan. And even though he'll likely defend Louisiana, Louisiana is a great state to be in general. And who knows, Reagan or Kanye West could be eliminated after Kasich. So there's another $450,000 clash in New York. Whatever you guys do in life, don't grow up to be a John Kasich. Just a pain in the butt. But anyway, that's how multiplayers go sometimes. I do need to lock Washington. Washington is a very important 12 electoral votes. And if I can keep those away from Reagan while using a bonus, that helps. Although we did clash there. So we did force a ballot, so we were successful in that aspect. But let's go ahead and spend in Washington. And now I have $172,000 in town and gown. I'm not facing any pressure from my opponents. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give up New York for this turn. So I'm going to let Mr. Kasich finally have it, and instead of spending my town and gown and clashing in New York, I'm actually going to expand, maybe add a little bit of buffer to my Missouri, my Minnesota, which have 10 electoral votes each. I'm going to skip, so I lose the town and gown bonus, and I lose the high-tech bonus, but watch this. As soon as Kasich is eliminated, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time left, and look, there's my bonus back. So it's a good thing we did secure Pennsylvania, as Kanye West went to the 9th pip and we went to the 10th pip. I'm going to lock out some of these states here, 4 seconds. I just missed getting the Washington. Obviously, I wish I had locked that using my high-tech bonus, but that's what happens in a 1-minute timer, especially when someone's eliminated. And so we did clash in a couple places. There's another ballot. And it looks like Ronald Reagan did get Washington. So that's unfortunate, but we should be secure. I'm going to lock Michigan. And looking around the map, all these other states do have 2 pips of defense already. So I really don't have to spend a whole lot of money. I might defend one in Alaska just in case. And that should make us survive to heads up. I do like this map. It's a nice little pretty purple, lime green, and orange. I'm not a huge fan of, the orange in general. Lime green, it's okay. I like it in real life better than 270, but some of those colors, when there's like double pinks or double reds, it can be really hard to identify who's who. So now that I have inherited California and Texas, I'm obviously going to spend my money in those states to go up. That'll net me a ton of bonuses, including the ag bonus, the oil bonus, Latino bonus, the export bonus, manufacturing bonus. So tons of bonuses now where I can spend my moolah. So I'm going to go up in Ohio, up in Wisconsin, defend in Oregon, maybe even defend in Texas. Although maybe just prioritizing defending in Texas is more important than getting some more EVs in Wisconsin. So I'm going to go up just because it is a close game, 301 EVs. He only needs to flip 32 EVs. Actually, be more than that because he'd need to break the 269 tie, so 32 EVs. But 38 EVs in Texas would do it for him. However, lots of defense, not really attacking. Maybe he just wanted to surrender the white flag. But there's the ballot. And that is a good game. So that's me playing as AOC. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, this is Brendan Borman saying I'll catch you guys in the next 270 video.